What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Cjthecheesedj here, and we are back with another oxygen not included video for you guys today. And yeah guys, there's natural gas everywhere. There's a bunch of different gases up the top here. We don't even want to get involved with what those are. Ton of chlorine up here, a little bit of gas up there, which is a little bit annoying, but majority of our base is pretty much oxygen, which is a good thing. This over here is just a nightmare. We're still waiting for this to start producing. 20 cycles till that happens. So we're going to have to get by using coal generators and whatnot in the meantimes. But today, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to try and get rid of all this carbon dioxide down the bottom here. And we're also going to try and get into Atmo suits. I believe we've got enough stuff now in order to do so. So let's first off start off by going for the exosuit forge. So we need this bad boy to make the exosuits. We're going to chuck it right here. We've got 400 refined gold, which is all we need to make that. I might have to queue up some more gold though, because I'm pretty sure the exosuits need it, I think. We'll find out. Now, as well as that, we're going to try and get an exosuit dock over here so we can start exploring this side of the map as well as down below. Because as you can see, the temperatures get really hot down there. Our normal dupes aren't going to be able to do it. I don't think even in exosuits you can actually dig through that. So we're going to go straight down here and hope that it all comes together. We're also thinking about doing the hatches. Now, I was thinking of actually putting them up here, but I'm not too sure if we want to do that now. We did just get a new printable. I'm just going to go for the bright seeds, nothing I really want. And yeah, so we're going to try and do that today. We're just going to hook this up to the power, and we're going to queue up some Atmo suits. We need refined carbon, that's what we need. So we're just going to queue up some of that. And we're going to get some exosuits, that's what they're called, exosuits. And we're also going to build the carbon skimmer. Now, a carbon skimmer, what that does is so you use water to filter carbon dioxide from the air. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of carbon dioxide down on our lower levels. We want to try and get rid of all of that and just have pure oxygen in our base. I mean, there's obviously going to be a little bit of polluted oxygen, but that's okay. So this carbon skimmer will enable us to do so. So what we're going to need is we're going to need some piping. I can't remember if it skimmer produce no breathable air. I can't remember if it produces polluted water or if it... I can't remember. Does the book tell us? Can we go carbon skimmer? Carbon... I don't think there is one in the book. Carbon skimmer, here we go. Requirements, water, carbon dioxide. Yes, it does. It produces polluted water. So we've got to find somewhere to put that polluted water, and I honestly think we'll just do a little bit of a... Actually, I think we might just dump it down here, to be honest. I think that's going to be the easiest way. So let's go into our plumbing. We'll go liquid pipes. So that's going to be our intake. So we'll hook that up like that, and we are going to just deconstruct that pipe because we're going to turn this on, and that's going to pump a little bit of water up the top there. That's fine. And then what we will do is we will run this outtake all the way down the bottom here and just drop it off here and drop the liquid vent. Done. So that'll drop all the polluted water back down in here, which is great. It's going to give a little bit of heat off, and power wise we're just going to hook up it to the same battery that's going on over here, which should be fine. Exosuits, we're still waiting on the copper. We actually need quite a bit. Jet suits? No, we can't do jet suits. But you can see these guys are struggling to breathe a little bit because there isn't much oxygen down here, which is hopefully what the carbon skimmer is going to do. It's hopefully going to fix that situation. So that should start. Is it working? Oh, we need to enable this first. Let's enable that. And the water should just feed straight into that, and that's going to go out there. Awesome. All right, so that's doing good. Yeah, like I said, I don't know whether or not we want to put the ranches up here, or if we want to have them below the base. I'm a little bit confuzzled, or even if we just chuck them on this side. Maybe we'll do them on this side, and then that still enables us to do our power grid sort of over here. A little bit concerned about how we're going to do our power grid as well. I don't know whether or not we should have these feeding down through here, or if we just rip out the smart batteries themselves and run the smart batteries with a transformer through here. We can always run the transformers here next to it. So transformers allow us to pretty much not siphon, but direct the power. So if we chuck one of these next to each of the batteries, we can actually run these down through. So I don't know, and then they're on like their own sort of grids. So I don't know whether or not we'll do that yet. I'm unsure of whether or not we'll do that, because we're still got to wait for the natural gas anyway to come in. Once that comes in, we can fire up the system and see how we go and experiment a little bit with it. But for now, we'll just leave it like that, and we'll just use some coal generators, which they do the job. We've still got 33 tons of coal, so that's plenty. And once we get into ranches, we'll have more than enough coal. We've got these dudes down here, so we can start wrangling them soon enough. We've got some skill points here, so there we go. We've got our first critter rancher, and you can take that. As for these guys that are already maxed in their sort of things, I'm going to give them extra strength. So that'll enable them to carry more, which is really helpful, trust me. So we're going to go for that now, and that should be good. We're not going to give them too many points, otherwise their morale won't be good. But once we get some decor items and stuff like that in, we should be a-okay, and that should enable us to level them up a little bit more. So yeah, we're going to do some stuff. We're going to queue up some things and bring you guys back when we're ready. Alrighty guys, so the carbon skimmer looks like it's working pretty good. You can see there it's pumping out the polluted... Oh, someone's scolding. Where's it scolding from? And you can already see, look at the temperature down here. Bloody hell. It is very hot down here. We're going to have to be very careful. I might build another insulated sort of tile here, because yeah, all this heat is slowly rising up through here. And yeah, I was going to sweep this water up, but that's a bad idea. That's like 70 degrees, so that's just going to heat up our water. We don't want that happening. So I might build another lock here just to try and keep a bit of the heat out. So we'll go like that. I think, yeah. Just to try and make a second layer to keep the heat out. Granite. Yeah, that's fine. But you can see, we come into here, you can see that the carbon is slowly getting filtered out. We're just trying to grab it from over here as well. And it's just dumping off the polluted water down here, which is great. So that's just going to keep running for a little bit until all the carbon is gone. We'll keep that building down there itself, because these guys do excrete CO2 when they breathe. So that's why there's carbon down here. I could even, I don't want to put airflow, I could put airflow tiles here. Over here though, I don't really want to, because there's a whole heap of temperature in here that we don't want getting out. So yeah. At the moment though, we can make 2 Atmos suits. We are working on getting more up and running. So that's fine, that's working good. But you can see we are starting to lose a little bit of water. So we might have to tap into this saltwater geyser, or even this cool steam vent. We might even have to tap into that eventually. But right now we're doing okay. We're right for water. Mushrooms are growing good. Still not enough to sustain us though. You can see there. They're still not high enough, so we are going to need to... Oh, I should get into this before I do that. These tires should keep the temperature out. I'm just worried about this section here, because I don't think these keep out heat, which is kind of annoying. Like you can see, there is slow amounts of heat leaching through. Oh, look at that, bloody 100 degrees down here. That is hot as... I wonder what is down here. Is this like, there's got to be like magma or something down here. Because yeah, that is crazy hot. So what we might do, I want to try and get into this. So I might just cancel that. Maybe cancel that. And maybe we'll just do a layer here. Like that. That should help. We might do one across here as well. Just to make sure that none of that temperature leach is in. I think we'll do that. But for that to happen, we need to... first dig down a little bit. So we're going to have to dig down here. We're going to have to dig through that. Maybe I'll just cancel this for now. Because yeah, we're going to have to dig through all of this. The temperature itself is workable for our dupes. They can survive it. It's not the greatest temperatures, but that's fine. We can do it. What do we got? So carbon is slowly going in there. You can see it's slowly coming in through to the carbon skimmer. And this is all just full of oxygen, which is great. We just want to try and get rid of all the carbon dioxide. Looking good. Base is looking good. And these guys are running out of breath down here, which is the main reason why we wanted to. You can see there, he's running off because he's out of breath, but now he comes over here and he's fine. So we could always put airflow tiles here, but I think the carbon dioxide would still outcompete the oxygen. So we're not going to do that. But what we do need to get up and running is the Atmos suit checkpoints. Now I always get these wrong. I always get them wrong. So I think if we build that there, we're going to build the Atmos suits next to it, right? So we can build the docks like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want 5 of those. So that should be enough. I'm going to queue up some more copper ore so we can make some more. You can see we need 2 units of reed fiber. We've got plenty of reed fiber. We can make 1 of those for now. We're also going to need to get oxygen into this. So for that, we need to get into our big-ass oxygen producer, and we need to turn that off eventually. But for that, we're trying to get into this biome over here, the cold biome, because that will enable us to pretty much just cool down. Because the way our system works is you need a cool area, because it pumps the oxygen out at like 35 degrees, so it'll eventually heat up your area. So we want somewhere to cool down that oxygen, which is why we want to try and tap into this cold biome over here. And that'll enable us to do so. So we need to just get into here. So what I might do, we can put an algae terrarium, but I don't really want to. We've only got 11 tons of algae left. Oh, I guess we can. We'll put a little algae terrarium right here. We'll go with 2 of them. We've got enough algae to do so. And that means our dupes won't have to constantly, like, they get one little tiny thing done and then they have to run back because they can't breathe. So that should be fine. We've got a new printable available. We've got some muckroot, digging. Yeah, I would have taken you if you didn't have the strength decrease, but you do. We'll take the hatchlings. Give me those eggs. I don't know what we should do in regards to food. I think 3 tiers of mushrooms should be enough. Honestly, I think if we change that to mushrooms, we should be good. And I think we might make this hatches. So let's get that going. For that, we need to get... We should have the hatches. I know, there's a lot of stuff going on, guys. Apologize, there's just so much. Deliver the suit. Can we make any more? Can we make 1 more? That's got more queued up. Let's make sure we got enough copper. Plenty of copper. Queue up some more of those. Take a look at the carbon dioxide now. Yeah, you can see the base is sort of equilibrium. That's a word. Equilibrium. Out. The carbon dioxide is slowly moving across here, so it's slowly getting pumped out. How are we looking? Meal ice, 140,000. That's a lot of meal ice. Okay, guys. So what we're going to do, I just came to the decision. We're going to turn these 3 segments into ranch areas. So what we need to do is we need to come into stations. We need to get a grooming station up over here. We will also need a door like that, and that's going to enable us to keep the hatches stuck in here. We're also going to need, what else is it that we need? Shearing station we don't need. I can't remember now. Hold on. Let me find it. Food. It's in food. We need a critter drop-off. Need 1 of those. We need a critter feeder. 1 of those. And I believe that is everything. And we also want a storage bin eventually for when we automate everything. So that's going to enable us to pretty much keep our ranches in here. And then what we can do is we can go pneumatic door. We do probably want that there. Yeah, we'll chuck a door here, pneumatic door. We'll chuck a door there, and we'll tile this up like that. Actually, what we might do is we might cancel that, and we might put a mechanized airlock, because what the mechanized airlock will do is it will allow us to prevent gas exchange between these areas. So we can pump this room full of oxygen. Probably we should be able to pump this room full of oxygen. And get rid of all this carbon dioxide. So if you chuck airflow tiles down here, which I don't really want to because of the temperature, we can get rid of that carbon dioxide. We are going to have to get rid of it outside of stable. Once we finish this, this will count as a stable. And we can then go like this and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. And go like that. Alright. Yeah. Deconstruct that. And then we can go and chuck another door up here. Like that. We're going to have to just deconstruct all of this. It's fine, I don't really care. Deconstruct that, that's fine. And we will go with a tile here, like that. And same sort of situation. We'll go stations. We need a grooming station, like that. We need critter drop-off. we need a critter feeder and a storage bin. Boom, bada boom. And then we'll go pneumatic door and tile. And that'll block that off. That'll enable us to make a closed system, keep all our hatches all in one spot. And then this area down here will also turn into a ranch farm, a hatch farm. That's what they're called, hatches. I keep calling them ranches for some reason. So yeah, so we're going to go the same thing, stations, grooming station, like that. Now, this isn't going to be enough to get us fully sustained straight away. It's going to take a little bit of time to get up and running, but once we do, we should be able to have enough to support quite a few dupes. So chuck that there. Awesome. All right. So our guys are going to build all that stuff up. You can see it's slowly getting done. We got mushrooms. We're going to turn this into mushrooms. We're just going to move these storage bins. Temperature-wise, we're looking okay. You can see that this is now sort of sucking up the temperature, which is what we wanted because it is very hot down here. We're going to have to build another one here, but for that, we're going to have to just come down a little bit lower, which means we're going to have to excavate. We don't really want to do that just yet. How are we looking for Atmos suit stocks? Deliver a suit. Can we make another one? We can make 3 more. 1, 2, 3, which is all we need. That'll complete our 5 that we needed. Awesome. These don't have any power or gas intake yet, but we're working on that right now because this is going to be our, well, the area down below here is going to be our oxygen producer. So we're going to do that. How are we looking up here? How long have you got? 14.5 cycles, 40 cycles. God damn. I don't think that natural gas is leaking out, is it? No, it can't be. That's fine. We'll look at that later when that comes around. So, yeah, things are looking pretty good. We do need to get a kitchen up and running, especially if we're going to get into hatches, because we will be able to eventually be able to automate everything, so we won't even have to worry about our dupes coming down or anything. I might swap that to temperature. No, we should be fine, actually. I don't think these guys produce much heat. Why is that here? Where are you guys getting the granite from? Because that is going to warm up our area. We're probably pulling it from down here. So we're going to have to move that into... Set this to priority 7. And sweep that up. And then that way they should deliver it up the top here. Outside of the base so it doesn't get hot. Things are looking okay in here. You guys are doing good. That's going to be a bit warm in there. That's fine. How are we looking over here? You guys laddering or not? What are we building these out of? Sandstone? Alright, you know what? Cancel that. What have we got up here with us? Sand, abyssalite, abyssalite, abyssalite. Alright, cool. Sedimentary rock and granite. Let's go with that. So let's go with sedimentary rock, granite, sedimentary rock. Let's do this. This should enable them to build it quicker. Because there's a ton of sedimentary rock here, and if we just dig that out and that out, that should be good. Alright, get your asses over here, dupes, and do that. Where is he going? What are you carrying, mate? Supplying construction materials. Granite at 42 degrees. We should be okay. Alright. They're getting there. They're taking their time, but they're getting there. So the carbon skim is still going. There's still a little bit of carbon dioxide over here. This is all cleared up pretty much, which is great. What's left should pretty much just drop down here. You can see it's kind of fighting it there. But that's pretty much all cleared up. We could chuck a airflow tile in to allow that to come in, but I don't think we will. This is looking good. They're getting all that built up. I don't know why they stopped doing that one. But we're going to have to sweep all this stuff up as well anyway. What is going on here? Fertilization. Do we not have any slime? Oh crap, we need to excavate some slime. We've got none. Alright, the good news is we've got plenty of a slime biome, so we don't have to worry too much about that. I'm just trying to figure out the best spot to dig. Especially considering we don't have any Atmos suits. Probably up the top here. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best bet because... Let's just go like this. Build the ladder and we'll go straight up. And then we can excavate all the slime up here. And we'll eventually, you know what, we could probably fit all that in here. If I'm being honest, let's do that and that. And then that should funnel that polluted water into here. And I hope that it is enough to stop it from overflowing. We'll chuck an insulator tile there and there. Let's see what happens. Can you not reach that one? Oh, here we go. That's fine. Come on, get that. No, don't run away. You sook. Oh, well, that's fine. We've got some new dupes available. We'll take the steel. Machinery, yeah. Definitely don't want those. We'll take the steel for sure. Looks like this is gonna hold up. Building lacks resources. That's fine. We're working on that. Critter drop off. That's fine. We're working on that. Long commutes. Don't really care. Is that reachable? It's still reachable. They should be building it from that. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, they're on a break. That's why. Okay, well, actually, that worked really well. I was not expecting the polluted water all to fit in there. So that gives us pretty much all of this to dig out the slime for. There is more up there. I want to get ammo suits before we come into this because we'll take a bit of damage if it's too hot for them. What's the temperature at? 32 degrees, but if we come over here, we'll probably get burnt. So we don't want to come over there. We could probably come across here and dig down, though. That might be a plan, actually. There's a lot of slime along, though. Let's see what happens. Get these guys going. Is there any oxygen up here? Not much. Not a lot of oxygen. Alright. We probably need more dupes, to be honest. That's probably what our problem is. We've got enough food to get more. That's producing oxygen. This is all full of oxygen. So what are they doing? Why aren't we building? For sedimentary rock, yeah. Once we get into this ice biome, we can actually just tear it out and put our hydrogen thingy in here. So, you know what? We're going to have to dig into here as well. So let's do that as well. Let's just dig into there. Actually, we can dig through here. Let's go here. And we'll go across like that. Because we're going to need to anyway to get across to our ice biome for the hydrogen generator. So we might as well start digging in through here. And we do need the slime anyway. That's fine. Don't dig through there. Awesome. You're doing great. And we'll grab the ladders. We'll get that to come down here like that. So how hot is it down here? Yeah, that'll be right. Alright, sweet. Keep digging. Give me that slime. These guys should start delivering the slime here, which is awesome. And we're also getting a few more mushrooms by the look of it. There's a fungal spore there. And a couple more of them. Alright, so our critter stations have been built. If you come in here, there you go. You can see that enables grooming station use. So that's great. That's what we want. Room size 83 tiles, 57, 50, 61. What is that 57 for? I'm not sure. Well, that counts as a full tile room, so that's great. What we're going to need to do is we're going to need to wrangle them. So let's go with hatches. And we're just going to copy the settings across to that and to that. We'll figure out the amount. I can't remember how many we can keep in each of them. But right now we need to wrangle these guys. Wrangle, wrangle, wrangle. And this will pretty much put them in here. It'll tame them up. And that'll be good. So we'll go hatch. And we want to feed them sedimentary rock? Can't remember. Depending on what you feed them, it enables them to give birth to different sort of hatches. So if we come into here and we go hatch, you'll see that there's a bunch of different morphs. So we've got these are modded ones. So diamond is modded, the floral is modded, and the wooden is modded. But these are all the standard hatches. So you've got the standard hatch, you've got the sage hatch, you've got the stone hatch, and the smooth hatch. Now we're probably going to go for the stone hatch. I normally go for smooth hatches because they eat the unrefined metals and then they excrete the refined metals, which is really good because it gives you a 1-for-1 ratio. I don't know if we'll do that this time around. See how we go. We are a little bit late into getting hatches up and running, so we'll see how we go. Right now we just want to excavate all of this out. So let's go for like that and like that. Awesome. I don't really need to bother about that. but this will enable us to get quite a decent amount of slime going. They're still building down here. Come on, guys. Get to work. Chop, chop. All right, so they're wrangled up. They've wrangled them up. Critter drop-off is for the crit. You can see here, he's just picked it up and he's taken it away. Probably going to, yeah, he's dropping it there. Sweet. Nice job, mate. So the reason we put this door and this tile is so that they can't actually get past it. If it was just a door, they'd be able to climb over it. But because we put that tile on top, they can't. And you'll see that these guys are wild. It says idle, wild, happy. If we come over here, you can see that these guys will now be tamed. So, no, they're not tamed yet. We have to wait. But if we come across into it, you can see the wildness will start to drop. And once our ranch comes in here and starts using the grooming station, which it might be now. Catalina, is that what you're doing? No. They'll become tamed, which is really good. That's what we want. Let's just make sure we got our rancher with the skill. Who did we make our rancher? Catalina is the rancher, yeah. So she should start ranching them soon and start making them tame. We don't want to give any more skill points yet because you guys don't have a lot of morale. That's fine. Okay, while we're waiting for all of this, we're going to wrangle you. Just want to wrangle all the ranches. Oh, here we go. All the hatches. You can see that this is... Oh, this one's going to die soon anyway. Oh, it literally just died in front of us. Oh, okay, that's great. This one's probably about to die too. Age 96 out of 100. Yeah. So they last 100 cycles. That's their whole lifetime. And then they die. Just want to make sure this temperature is right. Because it looks like the temperature can kill you. Like, no joke. What's going on here? You having a little bit of a sleep, mate? I've got to wrangle all these hatches up here. I forgot about the eggs. Wrangle, wrangle, wrangle. You got one more there. And you got one more there. They're going to be our initial hatches to start off with. That's fine. I was worried about that. The whole base is insulated, right? Let's just take a quick look here. I just want to make sure it's all insulated. Yeah. Because we missed a couple of tiles before. That's fine. Let's get the water. Alright, sweet. So, overcrowded. So you can see that they're overcrowded now. When they're overcrowded, they get grumpy. Where do we get the overcrowded up at? Oh, we can't bring it up because they're not tamed yet. So, to fix that, we'll probably just go max 5 critters and auto wrangle surplus. I don't know. I'm pretty sure with the room like this, 4 is the max. So make that 4. I don't know about this one. This is 81 tiles. So depending on how big you make the room, that makes the difference as to how many critters you can actually keep in there. Are you still overcrowded? No, they're happy. Alright, sweet. You have your food sorted out. Let's copy the settings to there, and they should start delivering stuff. How are our ladder system going? Looks like you guys are building it slowly. Very slowly, but that's fine. You guys are doing great. Keep going. They can't reach over here anymore. Whoops. Let's cancel that and go like that. That'll enable them to get over there now because we accidentally dug out too much. That wasn't supposed to happen. Alright, let's take a look at our carbon dioxide situation up here. Looking pretty good. That's all good. I might chuck a couple of airflow tiles in here, see if the carbon dioxide can drop. These guys can survive in the atmosphere, but our dupes won't be able to. And when it comes to like trying to ranch them, it makes things a little bit difficult. And the only way for us to get the carbon dioxide out is to pump the rooms full of oxygen. And if there's too much carbon dioxide, that's not going to work because they'll be overpressured. So that won't work. How are we looking for food? Mushrooms. We're still not getting as much mushrooms as I thought we would. Meal lice is a lot. We've got 150,000 meal lice. What I want to get next up is once we get the power up and running, the power grid, I want to get auto sweepers going. So that'll make farming and everything a whole lot easier. But that's still probably a little ways off. Okay, but so far things are looking alright. So we're going to try and excavate some of this out. There's a lot of salt water around. I really should start tapping into that. Especially since our water over here is looking a little bit low. So we should tap into the salt water, guys. For that, we're going to need a couple of things. We're going to need... Where is it? It's not ventilation. Plumbing. We're going to need a desalinator. Where is it? Furniture. It should be in refinement. Unless we haven't got it researched yet. Which might be a thing. Desalinator. Yeah, that's why. We haven't got it researched yet. So we're going to need the desalinator. That'll get rid of the salt from the salt water. So that'll allow us to actually use that and pretty much enable us to filter out all the salt here and give us normal water. Now the water will still be a little bit warm, but we can fix that with a thermo aqua tuner, which should be, unless I haven't got it researched, that pretty much cools the water that is pumped through it, but it expels heat in the immediate area around it. So yeah, you know what, these can get disabled now. There's enough oxygen in there for these guys. It should be right. Is there more oxygen down here? There's no oxygen, it's just carbon dioxide. We're also going to need these wheeze-worts because these will allow us to cool down the area. That's what these do. They pretty much absorb heat. Yeah, you can see there by respiring through their porous outer membranes. So they provide a cooling effect. So we're going to need that for just this sort of initial bit here, which I don't know why it's heating up. Just probably because the dupes are walking in from this area, I guess. Yeah, that would be the most sensible reason why. I've never tried to farm pacus before, but I kind of want to. We could probably fit them in this water, to be honest. Alright, let's take a look here, see if these guys are happy. These guys are happy. I don't know how many we've got in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's quite a bit in there. These guys should be happy as well. And you're set to 4. Is that all the hatches we've got? There's another one down here. Let's wrangle that up. That's almost dead anyway. A lot of these hatches are old. Let's take a look at what we got. Copper ore cooking. That's not bad, but he's got the snores loudly. Oh, yuck. Do I take him? We're going to start getting into cooking once our power's online. I don't know if we can... yeah, that's fine. He can sleep in another bedroom. Well, do we take it? Let's take him. We'll take him. We're going to need to build some more beds up here. So let's get that going. Furniture, cots. Go for some more here. There we go. Awesome. All right, that's going to build that up. So they'll have more beds and more... Yeah, you can see there. That's what snores loudly does. So everyone in this vicinity won't be able to sleep because good old Devin here will be waking them up. Alrighty guys, we're slowly excavating out this slime biome, but Otto has been threatening to starve for like 5 cycles now because he's got slime lung. Whenever duplicates are climbing or carrying something and climbing, and they sneeze or they perform an action, they drop whatever it is that they're holding, and Otto's just been going up and down the fire pole and the ladder like 6 times in a row, dropping his mushroom because he keeps sneezing. Oh god, he just got all of our dupes covered in slime lung. I don't want anyone else getting slime lung. Like, look at all these mushrooms up here from him. We've got a new printable available. Don't really want anything. We'll take the omelets. As for our hatches, they are going pretty good. We've got a couple of them tamed. There you go. There you can see this one is tamed. He's going to produce another egg, 82%. And you can see these are the chances of it producing the eggs. So we've got these guys eating the sedimentary rock because we want the stone hatchlings. They are the best ones out of the bunch, unless of course you want the smooth hatchlings, which give you the refined metal. I don't know if we'll go for that yet. We'll probably go for an industrial sort of build. A lot of the time we do rely on the hatches for their refined metals. This time we'll try something a little bit different. Right now we've dug into the snow biome, and there's actually an anti-entropy thermo nullifier. In terms of short, that means it will get rid of all heat that is pumped through it. So whatever you pump through it, it will get rid of it in terms of heat. So we're going to dig that out, and we'll use that instead of just building our thing in here. I think we can still build it. We could probably build it in the slime biome even if we wanted to be honest. So we're going to just dig straight. No, we won't dig that yet because they're doing that. We've just got this pocket of water that's annoying me. I want to get rid of that. But at the same time I don't, because we've got all this stuff here. What we will do is we'll go with some ladders and we'll just chuck them straight across here. And that's going to enable us... I should put them a bit higher. We're just going to dig straight through all of that. Just like that. Boom. It's going to give us a ton of gold and a ton of that stuff. Temperature-wise, yeah. This is really heating up. God damn. So we're going to need those Atmo suits online. But for that, we're going to need a steady supply of oxygen, which is what we're doing this for. So we could have built it probably... Not even, because the saltwater geysers there. So we're going to build it in the snow biome, or the ice biome. Just so it provides the cool oxygen to our base, just in case some of this temperature heat does start to leak through. We can cool it down with the oxygen that we pump in from over there. So these gas geysers, they've still got 7 cycles, and this one's got freaking 32.8 cycles. I'm going to cancel that for now. We were doing a little bit of exploring, just trying to come up the top here to see what we could find. There's a ton of salt water, that's what we did find, bloody hell. But yeah, so we're digging in through from 2 different angles. We need to get another ladder here. There we go, like that. We're going to dig out this anti-entropy thermo nullifier. Gets me every time I got to bloody say the thing. And yeah, like I said, we pump oxygen through it, and that will cool it down for us. Once we feed it hydrogen, so it fuels off hydrogen, we can do that. But we're going to have to dig all this out first, which takes its time, and it's polluted ice as well, so that means it's going to be polluted. We could pump this full of like heat, but I don't really want to. Like, I just don't want to pump through the heat. We could pump like salt water through it, but we won't do that. Oh, look, there you go. Another natural gas guy. So we're not going to bother tapping into that. I don't think it's worth it. That's why it's so hot down here, because we're near the bloody magma biome. So that's oil right there. So we can actually probably tap into petroleum real soon, which is going to be really good. It's going to be neat. There is slime lung down there. But yeah, that's probably why this area is so hot for, because we're near the lava biome. So we definitely need to go out that way exploring, and hypothermia. Oh, okay, fine. Get sick. See if I can. I'm going to mob that up. Try and salvage some of that water. How's the temperature? And you can see the ice biome is coming out and cooling some of this, which is really good. But yeah, things are going slowly. The hatches are slowly taming up. They aren't producing any eggs at this stage. I'm going to get a sweep order in, but I need to move these storage bins first. I'm just trying to decide where to move them. I guess I could move them in here. Yeah, I can move them in there. We could move them up into the main base. I do have to deconstruct all this millwood. We'll deconstruct all of this because it's not doing anything for us because it's too hot up there. So that's fine. We've got another slime lung. Damn, you got more slime lung on you. Hypothermia, slime lung, slime lung. It's annoying when they get slime lung because they sneeze and they cough, but the main base is pretty much well protected from it because it's just pure oxygen. It's kind of dying off. Ah, look at that. The carbon skim has been doing its job. All this carbon dioxide has been skimmed off. And our base is almost full oxygen, aside from the polluted oxygen bubbles floating around from our dupes sneezing. So what I might do is I might chuck some of these deodorizers in and about the base. And that will purify any of the slime lung germs floating around, or any of the polluted oxygen as well. So that should be enough. We'll chuck one in here too. Done. Alright, we got... Oh god, more hypothermia. That's fine. I know, I'm sorry, dude. You're going to get very sick from this place, but the quicker you excavate this place, the quicker we can get out. Go, go, go. Dig, mate. Dig. Alright, there's the beauty. It's negative 28 degrees over here. I feel bad for you, mate. I really do, but it's for the good of the base. You got to think about other people instead of yourself. Alright, so that's pretty much all dug out. We will need to dig out a little bit of this because I don't think that's enough space for us. We're going to use a blueprint that we have saved. Is that our blueprint? Right arrow and left arrow. That's the one we want. Which one is it? That one? I believe it's that one. That's the one we want to get into. These ones are smaller versions of it. It's very hard to explain like this, obviously. But we do want that one. That is the one we're eventually going to need to build. Building it will be a little bit difficult. Where's the best spot to build it? Because we want to pump it through the anti-entropy nullifier. Unless we just build it here. That could work. There's a little bit of excavating, but then we can pump that out and just funnel it through. We're going to chuck that there. We're going to chuck that there. They'll eventually come down. Unreachable dig. Yeah. What we'll do is we will just cancel 2 of these. And cancel 2 of these. And we will also cancel that. And that. And that's going to enable our dupes to come in and build all of this up, and then we can just pump it all out. So I'll explain what this does once we've got it all built. I don't know if we're going to build it this episode. It's probably going to take a while because they've got to dig it all out and then they've got to build it all. So it might take a little bit. Can we get the ventilation? You can kind of see the ventilation here. So the way this works is these are... What are they called? Electrolyzers? We've got them here. Yeah, electrolyzers. So these convert water into oxygen and hydrogen. So to power this, you need water and power, obviously, to get it started. So what happens is the water gets fed into these machines here, the electrolyzers. They pump out hydrogen and oxygen. Now the hydrogen comes up the top here, and because this is all enclosed, it sifts into this gas pump. This gas pump pumps it up all through here into up the top here, and all the oxygen flows down the bottom here. Because hydrogen is hydrogen is lighter than oxygen. All the oxygen sinks down the bottom here. These pump out oxygen into our base, and the hydrogen goes up through here, and this all gets fed through these machines, which actually use hydrogen to power themselves. Once you get this system up and running, it's all self-sustaining, which is really good. So yeah, we're gonna get that up and running. We could probably get a desalinator and just use a desalinator for the water and just pump that into here. Normally we use a water sieve to sieve polluted water, but we don't need to by the looks of it because we've got a ton of salt water here, so I don't think we will do that. We will mop this up though, because that's fresh water we can take back with us. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. I'm going to sweep up this mealwood stuff here. I want to get some statues going on. We've got some large sculpting blocks, which I do want to build. Someone's starving, probably because they're sneezing from slime lung. So we're going to chuck some statues. Actually, cancel those. Cancel. And cancel. We're going to get some furniture up and running, just to give our dupes a little bit of a nicer spots. So we'll go large sculpting block and we'll rotate it so it's like that. And then we're going to rotate these so it's like that. Awesome. It's going to make them nice and decorish. And we'll also go with a landscape canvas. 1, 2. Probably, no, it's not going to fit. We'll do that. That'll be nice and decorish for our duplicants. They'll like that. I only do that room for now because that's pretty much the only finished room. And that'll actually turn that room into a great hall once it's done, which is pretty good. We might need to get another bathroom up and running soon. We've got 7 dupes. 7 dupes is enough for now. Enough bathroom. We've got enough bathrooms. Oh, where's all that water gone? Hope they haven't taken it through base. Base is looking alright in terms of temperature. Yeah, looking good. That's fine. Alright. So the main priority is probably this ladder system. So let's make that a priority 7 and take that down like that. Boom. So they should come over and start building that up once they do their daily chores, which is like the mushrooms and stuff like that. How are we looking for mushrooms? 17,000 calories, slowly getting there. This is going to get sculpted. How is Otto taking damage? He's just hungry? Is Otto our artist? Yeah, he is. Okay, that's fine. He's already made a nice statue. We can actually resculpt these as well due to a mod. We should be able to resculpt this. Maybe we can't. I think we set them the wrong way. I think I wanted them to face each other. This isn't the way I wanted them to go. Doesn't matter. That's fine. We can change that later. So, yeah, maybe we should go with a smaller system now that I think about it. Do we need such a big system for now? I don't think so. Maybe we'll cancel this and we'll go with our our smaller system. Cancel that. We've got more blueprints. Is it that one? One of them is slightly different. I just can't see the difference. That's got the cables going across. We'll go with this one. I think this is the one we want. So we're going to build this bad boy right, what, here? Right there. I think that'll do. Okay. Invalid construction location. Yeah. We get it. New printables are available. What have we got? Nothing that I really want. Sand. We'll take the muck route, I guess. Free food. But yeah, I think we're going to wrap up the video here, guys. We've got the hatches sort of going. They're going to take a little bit to get up and running, but that's fine. They are a bit cramped, so we're going to have to separate some. It looks like 5 is too many, so we're going to have to go with 4 here. Which is fine. Why is this slime? What's going on here? Sweep that up, please. I don't want slime being left around. We're going to freaking... Otherwise, there's just going to be polluted oxygen everywhere. Yeah, we're already having that problem. They must have left slime lying around and now it's thinging our atmosphere. We don't want that because these guys can only grow in carbon dioxide atmospheres. I'm 90% sure, right? Yeah, carbon dioxide atmospheres. So we're going to make sure that they stay in their carbon dioxide atmosphere. We can just open this up, let the polluted oxygen come out and swap that with carbon dioxide. But once we get our water sweepers online, it'll be a lot easier. It's probably because these guys are sneezing as well because they got slime lung. Anyone got slime lung? Yeah, Devon's still got slime lung. Is that Devon there? Probably. So yeah, we're just going to fix that up. But yeah, guys, we're going to wrap up the video here for today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe down below for more. But other than that, I will catch you in the next one.